Okay, today I'm going to start my 1950 Farmall MD. It's about 50 degrees out today. It isn't too bad weather-wise, it's just a little bit brisk, a little bit over wind blowing. I'll give a brief overview of the tractor since I've got it. I don't think I've put a video on, but here she be. Done a little bit of work to it, not much though. Got the M&W hand clutch working. What else have I done? I've tried the hydraulics and it won't lift up the mower that we have, so there's probably something wrong there. Not quite sure. I just got done taking a piece of sandpaper to the points in the strib. They tend to get a little bit fouled and then it doesn't exactly want to run right, so I just cleaned them up. I need to redo all the spark plug wires. They're getting a little old. And I have a gas leak right there. Line going in the carburetor is dripping on my coil. You can see it already dripped already. And the generator doesn't charge. I have an alternator on the way. And eventually when I get a little more ambitious, I'll get the generator fixed when I have a little bit more money, a little bit more time. The hour meter does work. Last time I checked it said 76, 77 I believe. Don't know if how long it's been on there or if that's right, because you have to kind of read it around that corner. You have to kind of get your head in there and you can't see it because the numbers are really small and the screen isn't that good, so you really can't see much anyway, but it is on there and it does work. Yeah, it burns a little bit of oil, but I'm sure it's probably the original engine. Nothing's probably been done to it, so you can't exactly blame it. I need to get a new battery box eventually. This one's a little bit odd. Pieces cut out of it, it's missing the top. Other than that, it does okay. The wiring in the box needs redone. Somebody rewired it, but I'm not sure it's exactly right. And you turn on all three headlights, the fronts, and then the one in the back. It's on your side of the seat there. But you turn on all three of them, smoke starts to come out of the box. That little resistor inside the box that makes the headlights dim is bad, and it starts to smoke. And that wouldn't be good if I got a fire in there. So I just unhooked the rear light, and that makes it a lot better. I did have a fuel pressure problem. The gauge was down in here, and I think it's about the N. Yeah, the N and change filter, which is right about, yeah, right there. When it was at idle, I changed the fuel filters and it's up in operating range now all the time, so that was a big plus. I have the seal bad in my injector pump, so it putting diesel in my injector pump oil, which I've heard can be fixed, just takes a little bit of time. The M&W hand clutch does work. I've had it adjusted up, but it was slipping when I was out plowing, so I have it tightened up. Still need to figure out where 35 pounds is, approximately, but alrighty, well, let's give her a crank, see if she'll go. Last time I tried it, didn't exactly want to start very good. Kept wanting to kick the starter out before it got started. I had to keep stopping and then wait for the starter to wind down. Alrighty, I already have the gas on. Diesel throttle closed until you're ready to switch it over, then you open the throttle up for the diesel. Pull out the switch, choke it off. Well, yeah, leave the choke off until it cranks over about once, and then I normally open up the choke. And then it normally goes. So, let's give her a shot. One thing I forgot to mention, it does have a side hill hitch on it. Switch it over when it starts to miss, but it seems like it's missing a little bit earlier than it normally does today for some reason. Could be just the engine warmed up a little bit faster today. For people that don't know, this lever right here is what switches it from gas to diesel. You have your ignition switch right there, your choke kind of behind there, your choke rod right there, and then your diesel throttle's right there. Alrighty, well, we're going to go ahead and switch it to diesel. See if I can do this one-handed. There she be. If it was warmed up a little bit more, it'd go a little bit smoother. It wouldn't have that little bit of a hiccup. It would go straight to the way it sounds now, but it was okay.